very class, we'll be learning about the pen tool. Okay, there are a lot of things you can actually do with the pen tool. It can work as a selection tool, and it can also work as a tool for making custom shapes and several other things. Now, the pen tool helps you to create vector files that you can reuse over and over again. So let's say, for example, this image, we intend to select this image, and we intend to use the pen tool. You just click and then you drag and then you hold, and you can control the shape it gives you, and then you leave. You can now come and then click and hold it and arrange it. Okay, and you click again, hold and draw it, ensure that the shape is in line with what you have. Then you leave it, go to the next anchor point, create another one, click, and you hold and you do that. Okay, and then you go forward and then you click and hold. Now when you're holding, you bend it such that it can curve, alongside your image. All right, and so you also mix with the Alt key to arrange. When you hold the Alt key, you can now arrange the direction of the very anchor point ahead. You go forward and click and hold. Okay, you come to the next point, you click and hold, you click and hold, and adjust, drag, and you leave. Then you come forward, you click, adjust the shape, you leave and go forward, click, adjust. Now when you do this, you can come to the very end and you join from the beginning. When you right click, you can do a number of things. You can create a vector shape, you can delete the path, you can define custom shape, you can make selection. So let's assume we intend to define a custom shape that we intend to use later over and over again. So you can just rename it and click OK, and it becomes accessible to you from here. When you come to check your custom shape tools, and then you come and this is your tool. Okay, you can always draw this custom shape and you can modify it in any way you want. All right, so that is how you define custom shapes. Okay, and then let's go back a little. Before that, you can also make a selection from this. So let's assume you intend to change the background. There's my tool, just P on your keyboard, and that's it. That's a shortcut, P. So you can right click and make a selection, and then input a feather value. So let's assume we're using 2 as our feather value. It makes it a selection, which is almost the same thing with other selections we've been creating before now. So you click a selection tool, and then you just do layer via copy, and there you go. We already have the selection. And you can do also a number of other things. I want you to take your time and experiment. Now these other tools are similar to the pen tool. Now what they do, this is a free transform. It works like the lasso tool. You just click and drag, unlike the other one that you click and hold and then you leave, and this you have to click and drag. Once you click once, it doesn't hold. You have to click, drag around this object you intend to select, and there you go. Then you can also do the other things you intend to do, make selection. You can also fill your subpart with the foreground color. You can also fill it with whatever you intend to fill it with. You can change this, you can fill it with pattern. Okay, and there you go. So you can do a number of things with that. And then we have the curvature pen. Okay, this is for curves. So you intend to make a very beautiful curve, you can do that, and then you can of course do a number of things. You can fill it with pattern, fill it with gray, 50% gray, white, and all of that. So there you go. There you go. So that's it. So you can do a number of things. You can add anchor points, you can subtract anchor points. So for example, this is the anchor point subtraction. So once you just click on any anchor point, it just disconnects it. It can minus it. Okay, and then this is to add. So you intend to add an anchor point here, add another one here, add another one here. Okay, you can do all of that, and then you can convert to points. You can convert everywhere to points. So that's it. That's how it works. And you can always modify your curvature, to suit your very need. So that is it for the pen tool. I want you to take your time, do more in-depth practice. Okay, practice makes perfect.